Did the MVP voters get it right picking SGA over Joker?
I'm not anybody to say he got it right or wrong.
You are in the media now.
To be honest.
You do deserve a media vote.
Be honest.
Stephen A. said he is influenced by this couch and others that have played at your level in determining who the MVP of the league should be.
No, he worked hard for it. He put the work in. And his team believed in him. I think just the confidence his team gave him makes him the most valuable player to not only his team, but to the league and how he took the team that looked up to him and that leadership, and it showed. I think if you really look at that part, Joker doesn't win it because he doesn't have that.
First big man ever in history to average a triple-double, like I said.
Triple-double's good.
Top 3, top 5 in all of those statistical categories. We're talking about most valuable player. We ain't talking about most valuable team.
We're talking about your leadership qualities. We're talking about actually taking over the game when it needs to. We're talking about really changing the landscape of it all. And I think SGA did that by giving the confidence to his team that when I'm in the game, this is how we're going to do it. When I'm not in the game, y'all know when to step up. I think Joker, with the statistics and everything, it's undeniable that triple-double as a big man is statistically phenomenal. But you look at where that team was this year, the turmoil and the uncertainty, and then they lose to the guy who he's going up against. I think that gave credit to SGA stepping up and showing that I'm more valuable to my team.
Like we said, 18 more wins than Joker and the Nuggets. They face each other in the second round. A lot of people were wondering when they were going to make this MVP announcement. Do you think it was good for the league to wait until after that series finished to do it? It seems very late in the game.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, if SGA loses that series and still wins it,
that's the only. It's a weird feeling, right?
It creates conversation, right? I mean, I think we've had conversation every year about who wins it and why they win it, who got snubbed and who should have did this and that. I think the main conversation we'll be talking about is that for the last 5 years, there's nothing but international players winning MVP.
Yeah, I think 7 straight foreign-born players have won it. Obviously, Embiid, a U.S. citizen, now represented Team USA in the Olympics. Was not born here, though.
So if you look
Time
at
to start a dialogue.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like whoever you give it to. Think about that. Whoever you give it to is still another international player dominating the game.
Any of that top 3.
Right.
To do so.
So it's just time to recognize that guys overseas can play. And Shai showed that. Joker showed that. The best man won. We're going to give it to whoever they gave it to. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the main thing we take away is that he got it.
Yep.
And let's just give him credit.
And it seemed like we knew for the past couple of weeks kind of where this was heading. It bounced back and forth all season. Joker had a couple MFU games that obviously got people's attention. But this is something we talked about on this couch consistently. Is it the best player on the best team? Is it the best player in the league? Should we differentiate between most valuable player and best player? Because a lot of people would say that Joker's still the best player in the world, even though SGA is won the MVP.
Well, we never set a real criteria around how to gauge that fully, right? You always look at, let's throw the stats. And then we say, all right, what he means to the league. Is he the face of the league? The team record, all of those things are different segments of the judging system. So we need to put together a real criteria where we can say, hands down, this is what's going to be the MVP. Yeah. He's going to be this, and this. Because there's a lot of guys that has, some type of, hey, I'm credible for it, but your team's not first, and you're not averaging a triple-double. So I think between the two, it makes basketball fun again. I think just having a race like that is dope.
Yeah, it was beautiful to see. I think I was, obviously SGA got 79 MVP votes. Joker got the other 21. I know we had talked about this couch. Gilbert kind of vocal that Giannis didn't deserve any of those. I would make the argument that averaging 30 points per game while shooting over 60% from the field, what he means to his team, even though they were dealing with injuries, even how they finished in the East. He deserves some love in that conversation, but at the end of the day, it was a 2-man race.
I mean, you look at that statement alone lets you know where we are in basketball because it's not a bad statement. It's not a false statement because you, out of sight, out of mind, if your team's not number one, if you're having injury problems throughout the year, and you're still producing at a high level, but it's like having the the leading scorer in the league on the worst team being considered the MVP.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things that you just got to kind of get over it. you got to let it be what it is.
Yeah.
And
the game is the game.
The game is the game where it is. Ain't gonna change nothing no time soon.
And SGA wins his first award. A lot of talk all year about who was deserving of the award. Did the media and voters get it right picking SGA over Joker?
Yeah. For sure. Just because, but I hate just the fact they wait so long. I feel like they was really having a tough decision. I don't know why, but it just felt like I thought they was gonna give it to Joker. I understand. I thought if Joker would have won, he probably would have got it. I think that's what they was waiting for, and I think that's unfair. But I'm happy.
I mean, the votes were already been in. SGA had 79 first place votes. Joker had 21. So the league knew for a while.
Oh, they knew
what this was. They
2
already
weeks ago.
voted. Yeah, they voted
I knew 2 weeks ago.
right after the regular
They
season.
said, I knew.
I wasn't allowed to tell.
You knew, Gil? How you know?
I told you, I said, stop arguing.
He said stop arguing. He did say that.
Stop arguing. He good.
So do you think the league should have waited this long? They've known. They could have announced it before the series. Series might have went a different way with a pissed off
Man,
Joker.
what the NBA is realizing, I guess they probably been already, this has been their thing, but it's entertainment.
Yeah.
Right? This is entertainment. So letting it wait through the whole series, these two are playing each other. It only made sense from the league standpoint that everybody's asking, when is the MVP, when is the MVP? It was part of, topic instead of most of the game. So, business-wise and just another narrative out there was always, because now you're judging from back and forth like it's real time, even though the votes happened,
They already
2,
know.
3 weeks ago.
So Thunder going to win that series, but if the Nuggets had won that series and you make this announcement this week,
Then there's argument about it. Then
But
you
it-
argue, did he deserve it? He didn't win, even though the votes is regular season, but that's the part of the entertainment.
but my point is, does that take away from SGA's moment? Didn't happen. Obviously, Thunder won. Now he gets to celebrate, and obviously it heightens with him winning MVP. But it seems like putting him in a bad spot if the opposite would have went down.
Listen, that trophy is sought after, and people don't realize it is a regular season. Once the regular season's over with, the name is already done, right? But just for some reason we think every game they play we get to change people's minds. I like the idea that they did before when they made it its own event, and they did it after the season. That was
The awards?
Yeah, it was too long.
It was too long, though.
I don't know if there's any right time to do it unless you win it all. That's the only way it makes sense. You win it all plays. But if you win it and lose, people are gonna talk about, are you the real MVP? It's gonna.
I think you should do it that week before the playoffs.
Yeah, like
Once the season's over, just get it out that week. Like
the way.
the playing games and stuff like that. Just get it out that week.
There is, I think, a day I've got to travel there. I want to say that Thursday before the playoff actually starts, where you have to be able to make that announcement.
Yeah.
Let him have his moment.
Because even like when Dirk won his and he lost a series and he's up there, it is not a happy moment for him.
Right.
Right? That's not, you know what I mean? That's not a moment that he gets to share. He's up there damn near look depressed and defeated. The 1 seed lose to an 8 seed. Now you got this. Now your whole speech is all fucked up. This means nothing because we didn't win a championship with it. Like, that wasn't the fucking speech I planned for my whole life.
We need some more. Mama, you the real MVP. Yeah, some KD.
You want some KD shit.
Yeah, Mama, you the real MVP. Yeah.
So two things before we get back to SJ MVP talk. But first off, Gil, chat saying that you look very slim. They want to know where they can get Gil Zempic.
Man, I'm tired. I just said the same
Where can they
thing.
get the Gil Zempic? Look at the neck, Gil. You got the Gil Zempic neck.
Now my neck's skinny too. Yes.
It matches. That's hard work and dedication.
Steam room, child support. Steam room, child support. And a little bit of lift in it. Kind of get you right.
So steam room, child support, and a little bit of lift
Look cut up, though.
You know what I mean?
will get you right.
You see Ant-Man out there losing weight every goddamn game.
13 shots. The mother shots and child support. Court.
You can
Let's
get some
move
work
over.
now. You can get some work. If I was to work,
So Sonny,
Excuse me?
Hey. Yep. It's Thursday. Yeah, we here.
Diddy Junior, man. It's Diddy Junior, man.
Little
I'm
bit.
just trying to
Little
encourage
Dilly,
my man,
man.
give him some confidence.
I don't
Like,
need no confidence.
if I was to work out with him, dog, you know,
All right.
ripped up and shit.
And my other question.
Man, he doubled down.
Yeah, you gotta, sometimes y'all gotta tell your
doubled
friends
down
you
on
look
it.
good, right? You gotta, hey, homie, you look good. Like, you look good
He
tonight, man.
tripling.
You look good,
He
bro.
tripling
You
down.
gotta say it like that, like you look good, bro.
Take me to gym.
Y'all, so you
No,
tripled,
wait, key.
you tripled down on it? Man.
Start with you, Mr. B. Is SGA undeniably in the same breath as KD and Russ now that he's won an MVP?
Same breath. Yeah, in the OKC jersey. But he still got more work to do. You know, he got to get to the finals. You know, those guys, they got to the finals. But what he's accomplished, you know, being there, you know, definitely in the OKC jersey for sure.
Let's move on to money making Sonny.
You have to think about that.
I gotta say it in my head.
Yeah.
Is making money Sonny?
Yeah, it's just like where my bitches. You gotta say it together. It's one sentence.
Nobody say. Then they're not.
Now another, okay?
No, they're not. Is SGA undeniably in the same breath as KD and Russ now that he's won an MVP? Obviously much younger, got tons of
Undeniable.
places to go, but in terms of being in a Thunder uniform, third Thunder to win an MVP, you put him in the same breath as those guys when you speak of greatest Thunder of all time.
Yeah, sure.
Easy?
Yeah, for sure.
Move over to championship P. White hands around the neck.
Got my crown too.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a crown.
All right.
That's a crown.
Yeah, it's a crown.
Brown crown. SJ undeniably in the same breath as KD and Russ now that he's won an MVP.
Yeah.
Brown crown.
Oh man, you're killing me right now. You're killing me right now. You're killing me, man. I'm trying to save you, bro. You're so quiet, man. Just go continue, bro. Continue.
Brown crown.
Brown crown.
The brown crown. Yeah, I think he'll be higher if he win it all.
You would put him above KD and Russ in terms
In the
of
OKC uniform.
Thunder,
yeah,
Thunder
yeah,
great
for sure.
if he brings a championship to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I think he'll be, just because he did something none of them have done, you know. They all won an MVP, and if you do something that they haven't done in that uniform, I think you surpass them, you know. But overall, he still got a lot more to go to get, like, above, well, a lot more to go to get above KD and Russ. But in that uniform, if he wins it all, they'll win the finals MVP with the team he had, because KD and them had some great teams, and they couldn't get it done. So I feel like you have to put him above everybody.
Russ MVP, 3 straight triple doubles in a Thunder uniform. KD MVP, 4 scoring championships.
But, you know,
Thunder
he got
uniform.
30s. that-
Individual.
First
It's
team
like-
All NBA twos.
First teams.
But
But
the
Gil's number-
30s would have been, it's like the same numbers KD average, right? So they would have been scoring titles too back then. So 30, 32, shit. 3.
That ring trumps everything. though.
Yeah.
Let's move over to you, Gil. Do you put SJ in the same breath as Russ and KD when it comes to Thunder greats?
As of right now, I mean, yes, I mean, he's obviously trending up. Been there 6 years, 3-time All-NBA, scoring champ this year, MVP. You know, both those guys got that. You know, the championship does, you know, separate things. But, you know, time is on his side right now, and I think that if he wins a championship, finals MVP, I think the city themselves will put him over KD just because how KD left. I think it's going to take a little bit more just being there, doing community stuff for him to get over Russ, for the fans themselves, right? You know, it's we can judge your career by what, you know, the statistics and stuff, but when it comes to just the fan base themselves, right, they were connected to Russ, right? So I think once he wins a championship, wins a finals MVP, right, and then just continue down this path, you know, that's the guy he's chasing. So, you know, right now it's Russ at the top, you know, KD then him, But if he wins, I think the city just going to put him in front of KD because of the ring. And then, 3-4 more years of him just being just a great basketball player, he'll get in front of Russ at some point. I think he's going to finish in front of Russ.
They can put a couple more playoff runs together potentially.
Yeah,
Obviously, they have not reached the finals yet.
It's just time. Just time, them seeing them, right? You're talking about like Russ really gave his heart to the city, right? There's just certain things you just can't take from a fan basis. Russ was OKC for them, right? He bled them. He put, in a sense, he put them on a map when it was already on the map from KD. But you know what I mean? It was just a different feel. It was like that grit and grind type of play.
I'm gonna be honest, it's hard to take it serious with all the Pacers gear on.
Won't that be like Kawhi did to DeMar?
Yeah, but they still got DeMar.
Not at the time.
Yeah, they was happy at the time, but you let them do it right now, it's still DeMar.
But that's just because he left and all that.
But,
But if
yeah.
he would have, but yeah.
But he'll get it. I mean, it's just time. He'll get it.
He had to get out of them taxes. Them taxes in Toronto.
So at the very beginning of his MVP acceptance speech, SGA made sure to shine a light on his teammates.
I would like to start this whole, speech with just thanking my teammates. I can't say enough how much you guys mean to me, and not only as a basketball player, but as family. You guys, I know you guys know, we do everything together on and off the court. We go shopping, we eat. You guys are really like my brothers, and I really mean that. And without you guys, none of this would be possible. And I want you guys to know, this award is your award too. So thank you guys so much.
This award is your award too? They all, the MVP. But I will take this Supermax deal in your honor. I'm gonna take this 380 and think about y'all. So very cool stuff. We see how close the team is during their group post-game interviews as well. But that wasn't the only token of SGA's appreciation. Let's
Okay, so yo, so perfect time, man. What time it is, y'all?
So to commemorate winning MVP, he bought every single teammate a Rolex watch. This was posted by Jalen Williams on IG, the other Jalen Williams, not J-Dub, on the Thunder roster. What stands out to you about SGA as a leader and as a teammate?
That's dope. You can tell they're a family right there, though.
Yeah.
I like it. Got that little college.
Yeah, I mean, even from the beginning, I guess I remember Draymond was he had some negative. I guess it was more of a negative comment towards
He didn't
how
like all the buddy stuff.
buddy, and it seems like, from the beginning, he made all those young guys feel a part of his growth. Put them on the same level as him. It was no I'm here, y'all below me type of feel, right? Even though, the game is the game, right? When we're going to do interviews, we do it together. Whatever they're going to ask me, they're going to ask us together. So I guess for, that group, it kind of made them feel wherever he goes, we're going to. And, that says a lot about him. It says a lot about his character, because sometimes, you do, as a role player, second, third option, you do ask sometimes, does this nigga even value me? Right? Does he value me? Does he appreciate what I do? Does he appreciate my sacrifice? Right? And little things like this, buying everybody Rolexes, right? We appreciate it. Even though y'all all can afford it.
Right, no.
But, this is a gift. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you, Pimp.
That's part of the MVP.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The MVP got me this, right? This is the most valuable watch.
Yeah.
Gil's Arena finished top 20 in YouTube.
Yeah, we looking for hey, Leo.
Gil turned his head.
It's top 20, man. This ain't one. Man, we still got
Give me the Folex at least. Give me the
got
Folex.
some ways ago, yeah.
Yeah, but you could tell too.
that?
Yeah, but you could tell too also, because when we interviewed his dad, when his
Shout out
dad,
Von
his dad
Alexander.
was stand up, knew the game. They talked about they growing up and everything like that. So you could tell a lot of his ways came from his pops too. In a good way though. So
It was funny watching his pops on the couch and just how he was moving. Bro,
yeah,
Look,
yeah. Didn't they say Bron used to do stuff like that for his teammates?
Bron buy his teammates nice thing. Yeah.
Like,
My first.
Let them go to the Space Jam 2 premiere.
I don't know about back. Like I don't know if the '90s made money like that, but I remember like Shaq.
Yeah,
When I
Shaq.
first heard stories like Shaq was buying, like he bought somebody a car because that shit was raggedy.
They bought Madison a bunch of suits and clothes.
Yeah,
and-
KG, right?
And I mean, so there's
Certain
been,
guys.
there's been players that's, looked out for. Usually the people who can't afford shit, right? You know what I mean? Then, probably like,
Wow.
no, usually. I'm just saying like the ones that can't afford it in the standard of,
Yeah.
like you just came, you second round pick, you making 400,000. I know you can't get a new car, I'll buy that for you.
Right.
Right?
You did a lot of that, though.
Yeah, little stuff. I'm just saying like,
Like
you-
like Rolexes and stuff, like that started coming like, 2008, 9 maybe?
Okay.
'Cause I remember they said John Wall bought,
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Yep.
so, yeah.
he bought a bunch of people Rolexes.
Swaggy, what did Gil buy you?
Some stuff I stole, but a lot of some stuff he bought. So, like, for the first thing, just the house. We didn't have to pay no rent, It came with a price. He had a key. Sometimes sneak in, steal my work.
Was every room furnished in that house?
But he bought me, like, my first Louis duffel, Louis shoes, and all that, so.
Like Diddy, man, you know what I mean? You feel me?
Grooming you.
Fucking them up. Hey, grooming them, right? Fuck them up and send them to the mall.
That man said if you was the work, man, shit.
Send them right to the mall.
I was the work, I would.
Can't give nobody compliments, see what I mean?
If I was the work, I had shit.
Shoot him in the back.
He been
Don't buy
buying
you
me.
a
He
pocketbook.
been buying me shit for years. Shit, I wouldn't
A
mind.
lot of stuff I stole.
I wouldn't mind giving him a little ass shit.
Man, all right.
Been this long, goddamn.
And moving forward,
Take him to the mall.
I won't mind giving him a little.
with SGA being Canadian, there have now been 7 straight.